Garry Kasparov, 1963. Garry Kasparov started ruling the chess world from the age of 22 as the youngest ever undisputed world chess champion in 1985. He remained number one until his retirement in 2005. But as they say, every chess master was once a beginner, and the saying holds for the champion too. Garry started his training at the age of 10 at Mikhail Botvinik's chess school. In 1978, he was accidentally entered into a professional tournament, which he won. By 1983, he was ranked second in the world. In 1984, he challenged for the world title but lost to Karpov in a 48-game match. The following year, however, he won the title and then successfully defended it 3 times. After he left FIDE in 1993, the title remained split for 13 years. Kasparov would eventually lose his title to Kramnik in 2000. In 2005, he announced his retirement after winning the prestigious Linus tournament for the 9th time. He was the number 1 rated player in the world when he retired and had completely dominated the game for 20 years. Anatoly Karpov, 1951. Karpov was the youngest ever Soviet national master, age 15, world junior chess champion in 1969. Defeated Korchnoi and Spassky in 1974 and challenged Bobby Fischer for the world title. Fischer withdrew from the championship match and Karpov became the champion by default. Reigning from 1975 to 1985 and 1993 to 1999 but disputed, with 160 first-place tournaments, he lost his title to Garry Kasparov in 1985 after defending it successfully against Kasparov just the year before. He won the 1995 Linus tournament, considered to be the strongest tournament in history. After defending his title to Garry Kasparov in 1996, he conceded his title in 1999 in protest over FIDE rule changes to the way the title was decided. This impressive record certainly qualifies him as one of the greatest chess players in history. Magnus Carlsen, 1990. Magnus Carlsen's chess career is full of great achievements. He was only 13 years old when he earned his Grandmaster title in 2004. In 2009, Magnus Carlsen reached an impressive ELO rating of over 2,800 and just 1 year later, he became the world's number 1 in the FIDE rankings. 3 years later, Carlsen defeated the reigning world chess champion Viswanathan Anand in a match of 12 games. Carlsen won the match after only 10 games and became the new world chess champion. The following year, he successfully retained his title in a rematch against Viswanathan Anand and won the 2014 World Rapid Championship and World Blitz Championships. Later that year, in May 2014, he reached a peak rating of 2,882, the highest rating in the history of chess. In the year 2016, he successfully defended his title for a second time. This time against the Russian Super Grandmaster Sergey Karjakin. What makes Magnus one of the greatest chess players of all time is that he seems to have no weaknesses. He plays strategic and positional chess, but he also rarely misses tactical opportunities, and once he gets a small advantage, he knows how to convert it into a win. Wilhelm Steinitz, 1836 to 1900, Austrian Morphy, as the champion was branded, was a great contributor to modern-day chess. In 1873, he introduced a new style of positional play which was initially considered cowardly as it differed from an all-out attack style. His thoughts and writings about the game were very influential at the time, and nowadays he is usually called the father of positional play. although some of his ideas may sound strange to modern eyes. They were the foundations of all the positional themes we all know now. Tarrasch and Lasker, among others, recognized Steinitz as their teacher. In 1866, Steinitz defeated Adolf Anderssen, the then strongest active player in the world. Between 1873 to 1882, Steinitz only ended up playing one match, against Blackburn, but won it with a flawless 7-0 score. He made his comeback in 1882. In 1886 he beat his bitter rival, Zukertort, for championship of the world. He continued his reign for the next 8 years, defeating Günzburg and Chigorin, but eventually lost to Emanuel Lasker in 1894. Unfortunately, the great contributor to chess died in 1900 due to poverty.